we had a very interesting day in the markets overall. Nvidia comes out with earnings yesterday evening when the market closed. Now it's up to new highs. The S&P 500, it was up and then it crashed down today. My small account is down as well. And I want to explain to you why I have nearly half of my account in a treasury position and how it's going to benefit me in the future. But first, let's take a look at my small account and see how I did. So here we are. I've got $11,374 in net liquidation, and I'm down $193 on the day. Palantir's down 44 cents. I've got my call that I'm selling there, plus the 100 shares that I own. SoFi is in the money. It's down to $6.83. I feel like I would have been better off just leaving it at $7. We'll take a look at that. T-Flow there, it's up $3.45. Tesla down $6.37. It is pretty well back down where it was before it broke out. So with Palantir, we are seeing that test of this support level here. And so the bottom doesn't look like it's going to be above this level. It could continue to trend down below where we currently are at, around that $20.72 range. So we do have this inclining trend line here, this upward trend line, and we could be even testing that if we break this level. So overall, we're bouncing on this level. We're not really sure where that bottom is going to be. I'm pretty sure we'll find out next week, not tomorrow. And so we can see here, even though I let my position get assigned, I had a put that I was selling at $23 for, and I had a credit for $100 there. So my break even is at around $22. I have the 100 shares, let it get expired, and then I turned around and sold a call for $16. So I pretty much I'm doing the same thing here. I'm rolling my calls. Yeah, so I'm selling covered calls here against those 100 shares that I own, still continuing to drop that break-even point. So, back whenever my decision was to sell puts or own 100 shares, it's still not a bad decision to go ahead and own the shares because I'm still able to collect income on the calls. So selling calls, rolling it out in time, and then I may have to go down below $23 to continue to collect that premium. But either way, I want to be a long-term shareholder of Palantir at some point. So I'm not worried about holding on to the shares at $23, but I do want to continue to collect income here, rolling it out in time. So with the calls. So that's my plan there with Palantir, is to continue to sell calls. If I have to dip down to $22.50 to get a decent premium, then I'm not too worried about doing that. So we have the same story with SoFi. We dipped down pretty heavy today, and we are resting above that support level that I made. And we can see where that support level is right here at this bottom. So it looks like it is respecting that level, even though we did come down below that. It was bought up above it. So it's going to be hard to say. I mean, we got some decent volume down here. It's hard to say exactly what's going to happen next. But if we do end up breaking this level, then we could be seeing, down to 660 in that range here where this bottom is. So hard to say at this point where exactly we're going. But again, I'm not worried about SoFi. I still have the 2 puts that I'm selling. I wouldn't mind them getting assigned at $7.50. Like I said, I may have been better off just holding it at $7. But either way, I'm collecting the premium, and I'm not really too worried at this point and in these price levels where this position is. So again, not a bad play here. Still collecting that premium overall. And I didn't roll it out today. I was planning on doing that. I'll need to do that tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll be getting assigned and owning the share. So if that's the decision I decide to go, not too worried about it. But I definitely want to make that decision of rolling it out in time into next week if I so want to. So you'll find out tomorrow what I decide to do. And then I'll end up owning the shares over the weekend or rolling it out into Friday. So whenever I thought we were breaking out with Tesla here, we're actually still forming this sort of base here. So we aren't really seeing much change here. We are expecting to have kind of a cup with a handle here. That's kind of my thoughts on it. We didn't hold above the 21 EMA here, so that's not a good sign. We could be testing the 50-day moving average tomorrow if we continue to go down. But we do need a confirmation candle here on whether or not we are going to stay below that 21 EMA and 8 EMA. So we'll find that out tomorrow. It's not looking promising. 1 day left for the week, and it will determine how we look for the week ahead. So I'll be giving my update on that, and you can see where my price is at. I'm at 170.53. And so I'm a long-term shareholder here, not worried about what happens in the short term, but want to give a daily update because this stock, when it moves, it goes quickly. We can see here just in the recent past, we had a major move here from like 140 all the way up to, 195, 200 almost in just a matter of a few days. So we do want to be keeping close eye on Tesla because of the big moves that it makes. So you might be wondering why I have 115 shares. It is most of my account in T-Flow right now. We have uncertain times right now in the market. Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? How is the economy overall? And what will the stock prices do for the rest of the year? Not sure, right? We're above the new highs. And so it's hard to say exactly what's going to happen. So I've got my position in T-Flow and it is ready for any positions that come up. If the market decides to crash, correct, come down, I'm going to have capital on hand to be able to make some purchases. So if I decide to use more of my cash into positions as the stock prices decide to go down, I can start selling puts on things that I can afford or start accumulating shares. So that's my game plan with that T-Flow account. I'm still able to continue to collect money on that. I'm up around $65 so far, and I've only had the position for a few months. And so it's not a bad safe place for me to keep my cash. And whenever the time comes for me to start buying things at a discount, when the market is going down overall, I'll be able to start putting my cash in and start making some purchases, selling calls, whatever it might be, using more of my portfolio in the market when the timing is right. So right now I'm not too sure and how the market is going to respond. So my best safe position here is to put at least half of my account in T-Flow. So that's my position right now. That's my thoughts on T-Flow. It's kind of how I'm managing that position is I'm just waiting on that opportunity for the market to come down. And all of this is based on managing my risk, keeping that cash position in a safe place. And then when the time comes, when the market does come down, then we can start looking at good purchases. So I'm a new options trader and I'm on a learning journey and I want to share those things that I learned with you. If you want to do that with me, hit the subscribe button. And if this video was a help to you, hit the like button and we will see you on the next video.